This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
It's ting ting tingaloo, ting ting tingaloo.
I don't even have that loaded on the soundboard yet. I'd take that right from the computer. Sorry, Will. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. That's right. It's another end of the month. Scarlet Spider. Well, somewhat Sausage Fest. We're without Matt Conan this time, but I am Phil. And on the other side of the international date line, it is the High Priest of Khonshu himself.
Yes, welcome everyone. Great to be here as well. I'm Ting Ting Tingling too.
I'm sure you are. Remember, as host of Last Sons of Krypton, the Superman podcast, the Knowers That Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast, right here last Tuesday every month, and Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
Okay. Whole heap of fun. Scarlet Spider, though, it's where it's at the moment, right now. We're here. We're doing it. Sit back, relax. Engage.
Engage. All right. So, yeah, we're here to talk. Oh, you know what? I was going to say our two-part Players and Pawns from Spectacular Spider-Man 222 and Web of Spider-Man 123. But, I was going to ask you, Ray, have you been reading the current Spider-Man books?
No, I haven't actually. I wish I did because I'm loving the Nick Spencer run.
Mm.
Marvel just put out so much, and there's only so much my wallet can take. So, I've had to drop it. But yeah, is it any good?
I mean,
still?
It's good. I mean, and Spencer's brought back the Sin Eater, and I still want to know who Kindred is, but yes.
Oh, they haven't revealed who Kindred is yet. Oh my gosh, really?
I'm thinking one of the big anniversary issues because 850 is coming up next. That's the legacy numbering, and then after that is issue 50. So I'm assuming in one of those we're gonna find out maybe.
Right. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to some podcasts on Spider-Man as well, and they gave their opinion. This was a while ago, so I can't remember but their theories were quite sound, I think. I can't remember. I've been out of it for so long. But I did see an ad recently because I finally got around to reading Black Widow by Kelly Thompson. Really love it. That's great, isn't it? And I can't wait. You guys are going to speak to Kelly Thompson after issue 2, right?
Yeah, so, that's what she wanted. Yeah. So that's what I said. I'm thinking something big's coming in 2, maybe the answer to what's going on.
Yeah, but man, issue 1 is a ripper. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I did see an ad. I know all the ads are out of date, but they had one on the Sins Prelude, like the
Sins Rising or whatever. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good for the most part. I just want to know who Kindred is. It better be a good answer because they've been playing, teasing that since issue 1.
Well, this is the problem. If you kind of, dangle that carrot for so long, the expectations just get bigger and bigger. So, I mean, let's see, eh? Yeah, that's it.
Dangle that carrot.
Have you got any hot takes as who the Kindred may be?
I've gone back and forth between those because it seems like they know Peter, they have a thing with Norman Osborn too. First, I was like, is it going to be like Gwen Stacy or one of the kids of Gwen Stacy? That storyline we don't talk about. That storyline we don't talk about. But
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon it's probably just going to be some kind of one of the villains. Let's hope it's Tombstone, just for my sake.
Yeah, but I think it's someone who's supposed to be dead, and I don't think Tombstone's dead. So
no, you're right.
Yeah, but no, it's interesting he brought the Sin Eater back. I'm thinking maybe early next year we might have to cover that somewhere on Ultimate Spider-Cast.
What's the status of Miles Warren at the moment then?
like I said last episode, I think he's alive. Yeah, because Dan Slott brought him back like during Spider Island and all that, and I know he was
alive during the clone conspiracy.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was actually that was Ben Reilly who was the Jackal in that.
Oh yeah. But I know in Superior Spider-Man he was around though too. So I'm trying to remember unless they killed him off again. But again, it's like cloning. So it's like even if he is dead, is he going to be dead for long?
Well, I mean, you were just speaking about how Kindred was bringing back these people. I mean, it lends itself to be Miles Warren, right? So
it could be, I guess. Although they're trying, I guess they're playing Kindred like he's supernatural. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. It would be a little disappointing, I think, if it was Miles Warren.
Oh,
again.
Yeah. Speaking of Miles Warren, should we get to these issues?
Let's do it. A very different, spectacular Spider-Man here visually.
Oh yeah, this
in a good way.
Just like last episode's issues. This spectacular is from March '95, and then the web will be from April '95.
In Matt's absence as well, I've got to mention the cover price, $1.50 US again. I mean, geez, if only, hey, they were today.
Exactly.
But no back-to-back, no Murtaugh and Riggs, Ben Reilly and Spider-Man on the corner box, just Spider-Man on this one.
Yep. Now, that's what we were talking about the one episode. It's like some of the movie theaters or cinemas. I don't know how that's what you say down there. Up here,
we call them theaters.
Theaters. They were, I don't know if it was just a day or a week or something. They were doing like old-timey prices, I guess, trying to get people to come back.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
And risk COVID. So that's what we were saying. For like a week or a month, why doesn't like Marvel or DC or both just do like 90s prices or something?
That would be so cool. I mean, I wonder how have you ever picked up those True Believer dollar comics? I wonder how they go. Because if they go well, would they not try and extend their business model and do the thing exactly as you say, maybe see if they release a few of the current issues as dollars, how that would go. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well they sell, and they're all like reprints. Like back even in the early 2000s, I think I remember like they would like put out like the first issue of like a big like arc. They would put out like for like 25 cents or something. I think they did something like that for like Bruce Wayne Murder or something. Yeah, it's just, but I'm just like, for a month, put the books out on newsprint because that makes your books more valuable because they can degrade and stuff.
Yeah. I would be in there. I'll be in. Yeah.
I told him, I'm like that month their profits would probably go up like 200% or something.
Rather than, and nothing, disclaimer, nothing against it. Rather than releasing an issue and releasing 38 variants to prop up your numbers. You know what I mean? And just say, oh, look, we sold the most copies of this. Well, of course, when you do about 40 different odd variants, you're going to get those really passionate fans that will buy everything and it will bump everything up. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So lower the price. They want to know how to sell books. Lower the prices.
That's exactly. Phil and I, we're business moguls. Lower the price. Give us more.
We're old men. Back in our day.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's $1.50 books. I wish. A buck as in a dollar, not a buck party, right? So,
that's it. Less than half than what it is now. Crazy.
Exactly. But yes, we get this image on the cover. He's not Spider-Man. He's not Scarlet Spider. Could this be the real Peter Parker?
And what a different cover this is.
Yeah. Like you were saying, the art, I mean, Tom DeFalco writer, but Sal Buscema and Bill Sienkiewicz on art.
Yeah, and Sienkiewicz, the maestro, you can definitely tell his his mark on this art here. There's a lot of very, I don't say it's very non-comic booky art.
I mean, for the most part, it works for me, but sometimes I think the art gets a little too dark because I think, just the inks and stuff. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, it usually seems to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we start off in that lab, upstate lab. Kaine's like digging through the wreckage.
And we were left last episode with that pod.
Yeah.
Just that shot of the pod.
Which Kaine finds, and then, like, I don't know if he gets it open or it opens itself, but it looks like Peter Parker.
Yeah. In brown jacket and jeans and all.
Yep.
It wasn't Gwen Stacy. She was naked. Peter's come out fully clothed. That's a bit.
We see what the Jackal likes, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Gwen Stacy would be saying, hang on, did I have to come out naked? Like, oh, yes, you did. Yes.
Although, I mean, I guess they're playing it up where it's like, you know, that Gwen was a clone, as we found out, and supposedly Miles was trying to push the story that this is the real Peter Parker, so he just, like, I guess,
That's true.
threw him in the pod without getting him naked first.
That's true.
Yeah, because Kaine's all shocked, but then, oh, look, the Jackal shows up again.
In his black trench coat.
Yeah.
And Jack as well. Jack the lackey. Still trying to break free from his master, but, you know, kind of bound by him.
Oh, and at this point, yeah, we still don't know. They still haven't said Kaine's a clone, because, yeah, Jackal's like, I thought you'd be parted from this mortal veil by now. Or at least developed a better fashion sense. Jeez.
There you go, another little quip. It's almost as if the Jackal is a Peter Parker clone as well. He's got the quips. He's got the Parker wits. I
think the Jackal was just trying to program himself with the quips, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kaine's all mad. What have you done? Why are you trying to cause this misery? I figured 2 Peter Parkers might cause a little confusion, but 3 is definitely the charm. Which one is real? I could easily say all, none, or choose one at random. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is this DeFalco speaking through the Jackal? It's like, yeah, one or the other, or none, or both, whatever.
Exactly. This is what we're presenting to you, the listener.
Oh, yeah. But you of all people should know better. I'm surprised. Considering all my duplicates, I'm astonished you even bothered to raid my records. Yes, this whole thing is very weird. It forced me to beat it out of you. Yeah, Kaine's like punching the Jackal. Goody, don't hold back. I've been anxious to test my new body. Give it a real test run in the endurance department. So
at this stage, sorry, I can't remember because the Lost Years, like publication wise, that came out later, right? But it fits in chronologically. Does Kaine know that? Oh, well, he does. He does know that he's degenerating because he overheard the Jackal say that. So he's got a vested interest in trying to find out more about this cloning stuff.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So then Jack's even thinking, if Kaine's looking for that information, maybe I should like put that on a disc or something.
Clever.
Tricky Dicky. That's right.
Tricky Dicky.
But then Jack sees another lurker in the shadows.
Oh my gosh. You know, if I was there, I would be looking not only at one corner, but all the corners, because who knows how many lurkers there are.
Look above you. Yeah, I know.
Look above, right, left, back, front.
So yeah,
it's Scryer. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, say Jack leaps into the Jackal's arms. He's like, wait.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Professor, there's someone lurking in the shadows. Let me get this straight. You're a clone, cowering in the arms of a man who spent the last 5 years genetically re-engineering himself, and you don't find that unsettling?
Yeah. There was another quip there just before about Jane Fonda and Barbarella, which I thought was hilarious. I never realized how thoroughly invigorated one feels after it, because he liked that physical encounter with Kaine. Yes, to think the money I wasted on those Jane Fonda tapes, although I did like Barbarella. I mean, jeez. It's crazy.
I mean, you see her now. What is she, like 80 or 82? She still looks pretty good for 80 or 82.
Is she?
Oh,
yeah. She's on Netflix, I think. She's got that show. Yeah.
But man, she must have some good plastic surgeons. I mean, she's got the gray hair, but besides that, I mean, she doesn't look 80.
Wow. Maybe she's cloned as well.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Where's Kona? I used to watch her through the wavy lines.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. My squint.
But yeah, Scryer shows up again.
Scryer, he's just like a bad smell, isn't he? He hangs around, and no one wants him there.
I know.
What are you doing here?
Even Jackal. I see you still have that wonderfully endearing habit of dropping in without warning.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Have you decided to ditch that tiresome traveler fellow and upgrade your social life?
Oh yeah, there was some talk about that goes all the way back to those issues that we covered. Yeah, the traveler. Yeah.
So yeah, Kaine's like, I don't want to get between those two, but then he's like, oh wait, the third Parker's gone. He escaped in the confusion.
But he's also got that disc as well. Was this 1995? A floppy disc? He's got a floppy disc.
I don't know if it was floppy, but was it like what was it, 3.5 or whatever? Yeah. Take a look. So yeah, Jack's still all worried, and Jackal just smacks him away. No more annoying questions.
I'm surprised he's lasted this long. I mean, Gwen Stacy, she disintegrated in front of us, and the Guardian had some sort of other thing, I guess.
But I mean, I think that's the thing. They say it's just like random when they degenerate. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 5 years. Yeah.
Well played, JM DeMatteis. He wrote that in. Well played.
But he's like, I knew he's talking about Scryer. I knew he would eventually check in with me, but he's way ahead of schedule. Something must be troubling him. I wonder if it has anything to do with Traveler's recent visit to Ravencroft. Remember Power and Responsibility from a few months ago? Yeah. Yep.
But again, look here, we're starting to see the, and again, I'm kind of dwelling on the art, the Sienkiewicz art. Look at the Jackal there at the end. A lot more kind of garish than your typical, say, Spidey comic. It is dark in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
I feel. Yeah.
Kind of just like, even like down at the corner page. I mean, look how dark he looks.
Yeah.
The fangs, that's what I mean. Yeah.
The fangs, and he's got, it's inimitable Sienkiewicz that, those kind of like those lines, I don't know how to describe them. They're just kind of arty line swishes that he puts on. Yeah.
But it just, and then the third Parker clone. Can you imagine if they had made that the real Peter Parker? It's like, we just last episode we did Amazing Spider-Man 399, but it's like, oh yeah, the real Peter Parker has been in suspended animation since Amazing Spider-Man 150.
Yeah. That'd blow your mind. That'd be.
I mean, for a lot of people like ourselves, it would have been like, the Spider-Man you've been reading your whole life has been a clone.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, like, it's so funny because, like, in retrospect, I'm thinking now how bloody cool that would be. But I'm sure back in the day, you'd be just going, nah, it's not going to sit down well at all.
And again, I don't know if that was like there was talk of that just because it's like, hey, we don't want him to be married anymore. Oh wait, we could just say, it's a clone him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh Lord. But yeah, meanwhile, Ben Reilly. Oh, speaking of stalking, Ben Reilly is stalking Flash Thompson for some reason.
And he's got the typical MCU disguise, which is coat, a jacket, baseball cap, sunnies. That's all you need.
Yes. And I was just waiting for Flash to say, Peter, why are you standing there trying to look all incognito? Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
he's
my
not
Lord.
exactly in disguise.
Yeah, but yeah, Flash is like teaching Jim or something. Yeah, because I think he works, is it the YMCA or something? But But yeah, I love one of the kids. Who's that geek in the corner? He calls Flash Mr. T.
Yes.
Pitiful.
Exactly. And he's just a wishing probably a guy just looking to get out of there. Really? No. Flash wouldn't just fob that off as just some guy just standing there. Like, number one, as you say, he probably would recognize because he knows Peter. Yeah. You'd know what he looks like. And number two, I would be worried if there was a guy there just standing watching kids.
A grown man standing. Yeah, watching the kids. Yeah. But yeah, Ben's thinking about he's all of Peter's memories about Flash and stuff, and even though you're not rich, you have a good life, and they respected admiration of those kids.
Well, Flash has got his own story arc, doesn't he? It's twisted and turned. And,
there's so many. Yeah. I mean, he was the bully, but then, like, I think it's after the Clone Saga, DeMatteis, like, Flash turns out to be an alcoholic, and he was like abused by his father as a kid and stuff. Yeah, that's why he became a bully. Yeah.
I'm reading this other earlier stuff as well. And I think he's had some run-in with a hobgoblin as well. He's on the run from the police. So he needs to turn himself in. He's on the streets. He's homeless. He fights a war. This is later down the track. He gets the Venom, Agent Venom. He's had a colourful life.
He's currently dead right now, so.
Oh, yeah. That was the big thing, the big Spidey issue.
Amazing 800, yeah.
800, yeah.
What if he's the Kindred?
Ooh, he could well be,
Yeah.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, because he does have a connection to Norman Osborn too. Because around that story I was talking about with DeMatteis around Spectacular 250, he was actually working for Norman Osborn when Norman owned the Daily Bugle for a while, because he was he thought Norman was a great guy and stuff. He had everyone fooled into thinking he was a nice guy except for Peter. So maybe Flash. Yeah.
Well, absolutely that, and just the intimate connection he has with Spider-Man or Peter. So
it's been there since the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, listeners, hot take here. You heard it.
That's right.
You heard it here first from Phil.
Send us your thoughts. Send us your thoughts. Who is Kindred?
Send us your thoughts. Yeah, absolutely.
Who is Kindred?
A big unit. he was a big unit.
So yes, while Ben is stalking Flash Thompson, we see there's Kaine hopping rooftops.
Suffering still. He's getting. He already suffers from them, doesn't he? He suffers these kind of precognition flashbacks.
Yes.
Again, which is funnily enough, it does remind me a little of those memory things that Ben and Peter got earlier on in our last episode.
I mean, it could kind of be that, but it's also, I believe they said it the clone degeneration. It's the spider sense mutated.
Spider sense. Yeah. And I love how the idea that the spider sense is precog, is precognition, but it's taken to the nth level here for Kaine, obviously.
But yeah, he keeps getting these images of Mary Jane getting killed.
Good segue to Mary Jane.
Speaking of Mary Jane, yes, she's at the doctor.
Yep.
Because the doctor's telling her, please, there's no cause for alarm, but I detected a minor anomaly. I'd like to schedule additional tests.
This is not what you want to hear when you're pregnant, right?
Yeah. No.
Everything seems okay. Look, first he says you're as healthy as a horse. And she goes, I don't really like that kind of simile. But then he says, but you've also got this anomaly, which I can't tell you about right now. I mean, geez, that's a bit worrying.
Well, again, too, it's okay, well, there's radioactive spider blood in the mix there.
Yeah.
And then later on, they take a rig test, and it's I think it might be genetic drift, like you would get from a clone.
Oh.
But the tests are all rigged, so.
Isn't there something also, is it in Ultimate Spider-Man where it says something that Peter Parker, because he's got the radioactive blood and just his body, that he can't have kids or something like that? Was there?
It's not ringing a bell with me, but maybe in Ultimate.
Okay. But, I mean, but then that goes against the whole, because I know Spider-Girl and, this whole,
Yeah, I was going to say, but then, the Falco and friend of the show, Ron Friends, would create, a possible future, where they have, a daughter, May, who has his powers. So, we'll get back to that baby in another episode, but, the Jackal. Oh, the Jackal's another lab. He's been in a tank for 5 years, but he has all these labs,
and they're well kept as well. He must have some really good, cleaners.
Well, look, he has these creatures
the
he
little
created. Yeah,
alien. I don't know what they genetic anomalies. They're just.
And again, why would you do that? Unless I guess maybe they have superior strength or something. Why wouldn't you clone normal looking humans so if people saw them they wouldn't think twice?
Yeah, he's really kind of off the rails.
Yeah.
The Jackal. I get vibes of Dr. Moreau, but. He at least he kind of spliced animal genes. This guy's just making these life forms that just don't look like anything.
Exactly. But No, Jack, have you given any more thought to stopping my degeneration? And Jackal, no. Kicking my mind off Ravencroft.
Jack. Yeah.
I guess I could charge in, take hostages, and hope to stumble on what Scryer learned. Nah, too obvious. Well,
Do you get vibes of... I get a little vibe of Jay Lee. Like, the art sometimes looks like Jay Lee.
Maybe a little bit.
Just with a little bit, yeah, with the amount of the shadows and stuff. But the next page definitely, for me, gives vibes of Sienkiewicz. His use of the light.
Oh,
yeah.
The desk lamp, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pure Moon Knight there, baby. Yeah, exactly. It's great. And even the bottom right hand of Peter's face, just an extra detail just for the shadow and stuff. Yeah, really, really good stuff. But it really gives itself, as you say, again, this kind of darker quality.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if that was a good fit for Spider-Man, but I guess with this storyline, they wanted to go a little dark, so.
Yeah, I think it's a very much an example of, as you say, because I don't think it really does fit in with Spidey as well, but they're getting in this artist, Sal Buscema and Bill Sienkiewicz. So there's a bit of an attraction, a bit of a pull there for long-time readers.
But yeah, Peter's looking for photo assignments, and Joe Robertson's like, yeah, I'm going to have to put you back in the rotation because you weren't returning calls for a few weeks. I am Spider.
Yeah.
But Peter's like, oh, I need regular money with the baby on the way. And then Jameson shows up and says, we got to talk. A police detective has been around asking questions, some troubling questions about you and a Ben Reilly. And speaking of Raven, yes, he's talking to New York detective Connor Trevane.
Connor Trevane, the guy comes up. It's such a we've seen him before very fleetingly. Here he is again. But yeah, Raven's sniffing around, really kind of trying to find out what's going on.
Yeah, talking about building a strong case. The DA's office will have no trouble indicting on murder one. He'll begin the paperwork. Warrants will be within the hour. Oh, that's right. Next Scarlet Spider episode will be Ultimate Spider-Cast 100 in our live read, and this does come to a head there.
Oh yeah, is Matt in on that as well?
Yeah. I believe he agreed. I want him to do the Jackal.
Yeah. That'd be good. That's a good pick. Good casting.
For that dialogue, you need a Matt Kona to sell that. Especially if he's talking to like Playboy Channel or something. Oh no, this is a Raven. Is this the DA or something? Yeah, because Trevane's telling him, oh, the credit belongs to Detective Raven. He's been hounding this perp for years, all the way from Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And yeah, they're like, oh, you must be you must be happy. Must be pleased with yourself, Detective. And Raven's like, yeah, positively ecstatic. Then we see Peter back on the street, walking around, thinking about the whole mess.
Well, we see the third. Let's call him the third Peter, right? Is that the third Peter
on the street? No, that's still Peter Parker. Yeah,
the first Peter. Okay, sorry, because he's got the brown jacket and the jeans again. So yeah, okay.
But no, he's walking down the street thinking about the whole mess with Raven and
right.
the clones. Yeah, then Lurker Kaine shows up. You are this true Peter Parker.
And this is the first time. Like, he's been avoiding him for so long.
Yeah,
Peter Parker. So it shows that he's kind of his hand has been pushed, and he's had to kind of reveal this to Peter Parker because he's been privy to seeing that third Peter Parker in the pod come out of the pod.
Yeah. But no, Peter's like, oh, my identity has never been in question. Basically, he doesn't know. Kaine knows who he is because he's a clone of him.
Yeah.
But he's like, here, he throws him some information. If you can't understand this, find someone to explain it. Documented proof you are the real Peter Parker. But I knew I was real. I don't need proof unless he's like, you just screwed with the wrong man, pal.
Yeah. So again, we're talking about confusion. So let me get this straight. Kaine, then, at the beginning of this issue, he saw the third Peter Parker, but he's got evidence he took from that disc, which now turns into some hard copy manila folder that he chucks at Peter, saying that there's evidence that he's the real Peter Parker.
Yeah, see, because Kaine thinks that Peter is the clone and Ben is the real Peter Parker, so...
Oh,
they always,
so this is a revelation to him. Yeah.
Well, Kaine. Well, no. Well, Kaine. I mean, unless he thinks it's. I don't know, but I know there for a while, for the longest time, Kaine thought Peter was the clone, and he wanted him to have Peter's life. If Kaine couldn't have a real life himself, he was going to have his clone brother have the real life.
Yeah.
That's why he would hound Ben, so Ben wouldn't come back and take back his life.
Right. Gotcha.
So, but back at the gym, yeah, Ben Reilly's about to leave. Hasta la vista, Flash.
Hasta la vista, Flash. Flash is still talking to the kids, still helping out with the community, and lo and behold, the Jackal and Jack
crash through the window. Yeah,
skylight, as all villains or heroes do.
I love. Where are you running off to, Ben? Oh, of course, forgot about the all important costume.
yeah, exactly. I love that because it's a bit of a nod as to, like, you'd say, why is he dressed in his costume already? Oh, actually, he did run away too. Yeah.
Oh, but then, yeah, Jackal brings in those creatures he created.
Yeah, again, it's a kind of almost a horror vibe. We saw them with his little minions in that other lab.
Oh,
now he's kind of pushed together. What is it? It's a boa constrictor, a Komodo dragon, and some oregano for taste, I'm sure.
So yeah, Flash.
And there's some other little globule at the bottom there as well.
Oh yeah,
there's a few of them. Yeah,
there's a couple of them. Yeah, because Flash is trying to protect the kids. You always wear a slow learner, Thompson. Maybe you'll be faster at dying.
Jeez. And at this moment, Jack is having some reservations, because he knows his time may be up at any given point.
Oh yeah, he has that disc. He's thinking, Jackal doesn't care about me. Maybe if I get this information to Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
But then, oh yes, here comes Scarlet Spider swinging in.
There he is. Yeah. Awesome stuff.
You're sick, Jackal. Totally deranged. They're right. Like, I value the opinion of a man in red tights and a torn sweatshirt.
Another jibe at his costume. I think his costume's pretty cool.
I know. At least the other Spider guy had the good sense to design a costume with some merchandising potential. I doubt we'll be seeing many Scarlet Spider action figures on the toy shelves next Christmas. You'd be wrong, sir.
Exactly.
I've seen a few.
One of the things, just incidentally, which I do really like about the Scarlet Spider costume, which isn't exploited here, but you see it in the Peter David run, is that he actually has a hoodie.
Yes.
Like, when he uses his hood, it looks so cool. Anyway, but you don't see it much here.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so they're basically just threatening each other.
Yeah.
But then on the next page, we see Spider-Man catch up to Kaine.
The Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man. You just gave a real fright to a close friend of mine, a gentleman named Peter Parker.
That's so funny. He's still doing the charade.
I know.
And Kaine's like, yeah, dude, I know you're Peter Parker. Yeah.
I quickly... look at him. He tracked down... I quickly flipped through the paperwork, and tracked you down. Heavy stuff, but it's just words on paper. They could have been changed. Facts altered. I want the real scoop, and I want it now.
Ooh.
So those two are about to confront each other, but then on the last page, we see a trucker pick up a hitchhiker, and it's...
This is the third.
Yep.
The third Peter. Yeah. Just backtracking a little bit with the Spider-Man and the Kaine. It's not weird. I don't know what to say, but I was just saying it's a little weird that the last few issues that we've done, Kaine pretty much been lurking for most of the time as well. We shouldn't forget that the earlier issues that we kind of covered, he's really formidable as a fighter as well. So I was actually really looking forward to him having to go at Spider-Man. But yeah, it didn't really kind of meet my expectations. But yeah.
Oh yeah, but then in this third Parker. To tell you the truth, my mind is all hazy. I might have been in some kind of accident. I'm not sure how I got here. I can't remember anything, not even my own name. I just have this nagging feeling that I should be doing something important, but I just can't seem to recall what it is. And yes, it's not the real
Spider-Man. Sorry?
I was going to say, it's not the real Peter Parker, but it's going to be a character that will live his name lives in infamy of the 90s, but we'll get there.
Oh. Well, again, it just seems funny. It reminded me of his amnesia of that night in fog.
Oh.
When he fell off the boat, off the bridge. Yeah.
Hits his head on the barge,
Yeah. Anyway, so that wraps up this first
Yep.
222, 222, 222.
222. Now we got to do 1, 2, 3. Web of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let me just pull it up here. Again, using Marvel Unlimited. That's the other Web of Spider-Man.
But
Where's
yeah,
the other one?
I love the Sal Buscema and the Bill Sienkiewicz art on the first one, but I think this one's my favorite art. The Steve Butler once again. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Butler's great.
Oh, look, and Terry Kavanaugh's back for his writing.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, no, that's right. Kavanagh, he's very good. Very good. Well written. I found this one. I really did enjoy it. Sorry, I'm just quickly pulling it up here. Digital. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. Cool. Yeah, Steve Butler art. Really cool. I want to know what he's done since or now. Because, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if is he still in comics. I don't think he's been doing anything for like Marvel or anything.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, so we all set here. We get
but yeah, it opens up with the Jackal and Ben again, as I guess Ben gets thrown through a window.
Ben doesn't fare too well, and nor does Flash. He's
yeah, the Jackal's going
by the neck, up in the air. Yeah,
man, what is all that stuff on the Jackal's coat on page 2 there?
I have no. These are the zippers we were talking about before, but I didn't even know they are zippers. I think they're.
It almost looks like ropes or something hanging from little metal boxes or something.
I just see cable ties. You know,
I know.
To keep your cords together. I don't know. But again, he looks he looks different. Like he's been looking different throughout the whole last 3 or 4 issues that we've been kind of covering. But yeah, I mean, he's still got that kind of menacing, sinister look.
I mean, I guess
and those genetic animals or monsters in the background. Do you see them? They look very over the top.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess you could say the Jackal and like all those little creatures are genetically engineered so they can like shift. They can look different. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, basically, Jackal's even thinking to himself he's just killing time by torturing someone, Ben remembers as Peter Parker's friend. Plus, I have time to kill while my new lab is being set up.
When I read it, I had to laugh at that because it was almost as if Terry Kavanagh couldn't help himself from having to. I've got to explain it, but it kind of fits in with the Jackal because he's such a. Again, he's over the top, just heckling. Even in his mind, he's just
and plus too. I don't know if they're like, oh, we got 2 issues to kill until Amazing Spider-Man 400. So
yeah, true.
Yeah. So then the Jackal throws Flash. So, he's trying to make a basket. He throws him at the hoop.
He does. And actually, I didn't notice Flash is just screaming out, no.
But yeah, then webs him up, gets him.
Webs him well, Ben. Good on you, Ben. He's come back. I mean, he's hardy, just like Spider-Man. Very hard to put down.
Oh yeah.
He's gone in for round 2. Then it flicks over again to. Now this is the matchup I wanted to see.
Peter
Spider-Man.
and Kaine. Yeah. But yeah, he's basically saying again, it's all just words on paper. Want some real answers. Kaine, don't push me, Spider-Man. You were nowhere near ready for it.
Yeah.
And then back to Ben.
Very quick. It's very chop and change. And it was really funny because at the first I didn't notice these creatures from page 1. And then all of a sudden it looks like Ben's attacking a Chinese New Year parade. And, with the dragons and stuff.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
They're nothing more than overgrown viruses, constantly mutating and twisting from one form to another.
Yeah, and they kind of turn into goop and stuff as well, right? Or they just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the genetic matrix is so unstable. Cellular breakdown is inevitable. Oh, and then Jackal's telling Jack to get in there. He's like, you have nothing left to lose, boy. Trust me, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Jack. I mean, he's been worrying for the last 3 or 4 issues now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he still kind of follows his master's, commands.
As Flash is trying to get the kids out through the window because he said Jackal locked all the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Then Jack does jump in.
Yeah, he does. He goes for it.
Then he sees the monsters get back up. Ah!
Yeah. And we get the patented impact webbing and stingers.
A couple of balls down the gob.
There are. You can see, look.
Mm-hmm.
About to go into his mouth, into the hatch.
Ah.
Couple of balls down the gob.
But the Jackal, he's had enough of this, like, spectacle. He comes in and does stuff himself. It takes on Ben.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. But then at a truck stop, we see the third Parker again.
Yeah, so this, again, with his brown jacket, jeans, he ends up just curling up next to a skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumpster, looks like. Yeah. It's like, no one should bother me back here. Yeah.
I guess, well, if he's so hang on. So this guy is meant to be the real Peter Parker? No, he's just another clone. But he mustn't have been programmed with all the stuff of Peter Parker, because he seems to be very withdrawn and within himself, and afraid of society. Whereas, if he was programmed as Peter Parker, you'd just be like, "Oh, I'm back here in the city."
Yeah, he pretty much seems to know nothing. I don't know if this was the plan at one point, but for him to be real, I don't know. But it just seems weird. But can you imagine if that would have been a hard reboot? If that would have been the real Peter Parker, because eventually he just would have swept all the clones away and just would have been like, "Hey, it's 1975 again."
Yeah. Yes, what a reboot that would be. Jeez.
One more day. But then back to Peter and Kaine, who are just fighting on a rooftop.
Yeah. So, I mean, Peter gets one good lick in there with a punch to Kaine. Kaine gets him back good.
Oh, yeah, because Peter's saying he doesn't know about him, and Kaine's like, we all have our secrets, Parker.
Yeah.
But at least I will be a player, not a pawn. Again, they have to mention those the titles, man. They did it for Smoke and Mirrors, and it's like player, pawn.
Did they do that with the when you guys covered the Quasar, that issue with the Horizon of Holes? Did they mention about the Horizon of Holes and the man?
I remember Horizon. I don't know if they were together, but it seems like they did. Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Oh yes. You just had to throw in man thing. I get it.
Gimme.
Eyeballs and penises.
Eyeballs and penises. I hold them in my hands.
I hold them in my hand.
Deceptively hard.
Anyway, so yes, back at the gym, the Jackal's getting physical.
Yeah, I mean, this action is non-stop. It goes from one to the other. There are 3 Peter Parkers to worry about. So it's good. It keeps up the pace. And yeah, it looks like the Jackal's getting the better of Ben Reilly here.
Oh yeah. I thought you made you better than this, Ben. I know I taught you better. But yeah, that just makes him mad. Whatever, whoever I am today is my responsibility alone. Oh, responsibility. Take a drink, Lilith.
Nope.
Hey, yeah, he gives him the old right cross. Oh, is that a left cross? And you, Jackal, are just ancient history.
Gets him good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then we get another page of Aunt May, who finally wakes up.
Yeah, she does that kind of tropey thing of grabbing the wrist of the nurse or the doctor. But she's up and about. So that could, inevitable confrontation between what happens when, Pete and MJ have a baby and what happens to Aunt May. This is all going to come up.
Oh, yeah. in issue 400. It's going to come up. Oh, but look, back at the gym, the NYPD's come to take Jackal away.
Yeah, so Ben Reilly really must have done him well with that big punch. It really must have just taken him out.
I think, but also I think that Jackal also wants in Ravencroft.
Okay,
for some reason,
right.
Yes. Because he even says, I owe you one, kid. Especially since I want to go to Ravencroft without breaking in and causing a disruption.
Yeah. True.
There's something there that belongs to me.
That's true.
One of the cops even asking Scarlet Spider what that's about. I don't have a clue, but I know someone who does as he webs up Jack, who's trying to get away.
No, but poor Jack. Oh, no, this was terrible.
I know. Because he's like, here, let's deal. He gives him the disc. Proof, hard data, and calculations that you alone are the honest-to-goodness, genuine Spider-Man. Putting a lie to all the other lies. Jeez. Oh, but the Jackal plays his trigger. I do believe that's mine. He dusted him. He pulled a Thanos. He snapped, and Jack just starts melting.
The snap. His own little snap.
Yes.
But this was the thing I was kind of asking, I guess, before. Because he's a geneticist or whatever. He works on clones. But he's really kind of programmed these. So obviously a snap of his fingers has triggered something within the molecular, makeup of Jack, and off he whittles. But, yeah. I mean... It makes the Jackal quite a dangerous villain because he seems quite powerful.
Oh, as we'll see later on. I mean, he can trigger stuff in their heads just with a few words, like a phrase and stuff. Yeah,
I never really gave him much credence, but the more I read of this, he's quite the dangerous villain.
Oh yeah. Because Ben's like, oh no, he triggered some kind of, and Jack's like genetic deterioration. As he throws him the disc with his last breath. Your future in your hands now. So
he's gone.
2 episodes and we lost Jack already.
Jack!
And then, Peter just smacking Kaine around.
Oh, I do like this little bit though there where Kaine does the flash and he
hits him a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
He grabs Peter by the leg. Hey, whips him to a lower roof. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, having said this, Kaine does wallop Peter Parker quite well here, so got nothing to complain about. He's showing his superiority.
Oh yeah, because he throws Peter off just enough to get away because he disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, and then back at the hospital, Aunt May's awake. The doctors are checking her.
Oh no!
Making sure there's no brain damage or.
She's heard it all.
Oh my! Some of these doctors. Congrats, Doc. Parker was a real dark horse there for a while. It's just geez.
Yeah, and one tough old mare. I mean, geez, do they call their patients this?
Jeez,
often?
Leave the room first. Jeez.
I know, jeez.
Yeah, because May's thinking, you gave me time to find the strength I needed. Precious time. And she's saying, hurry, Peter, please.
Mm-hmm.
Clock's ticking.
Yeah. So what do you reckon that means there, Phil? Hurry, please.
Because I think Aunt May knows she doesn't have a lot of time left.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Space. Oh, wait till we get to 400. Yeah, it's basically just Peter, I don't know how much time I have left,
Right. Okay. I thought it was more so that she wanted to talk about the situation with his baby and stuff. But yeah, okay. No,
well, she kind of does, but
But she's running out of time.
All right, so then we see Ben. Look on the smokestack.
Back to the smokestack.
Haven't been back here since that night and the first confrontation with my better half, the original Peter Parker, the so-called real Spider-Man. Oh, see, there's such symmetry here because Ben's looking at that disc and thinking, should I look at this? Even if it does say I'm real, it doesn't mean anything, and. So he just whips it away. No, back in Amazing 151, after Peter gets rid of Ben down the smokestack, he goes to Kurt Connors to do a test to see if he's real or the clone. Because remember, he wakes up, the other Spider-Man's dead, and even the Gwen, the Gwen clone was like, "How do you know you're the real one?" He's like, "Of course, I'm." He's like, "Oh wait, the other one had my memories."
Exactly. How do you know?
So Kurt Connors did this test for him But he was, I think Connors was sleeping when he grabbed the test result, but Peter didn't look at him. He's like, I don't need these. I love Mary Jane. I know I'm the real Peter. And he just like whips.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that.
He whips the test results off a roof. Yeah,
So this is, very, very cool catch. Yeah, so Ben's done exactly the same.
So both of them are like, I don't need these. I'm the real Peter.
Yeah.
But basically, Ben's thinking, even if I am the real Peter Parker, I'm not that Peter Parker. Not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, which is great. It's all to do. It's such a great kind of introspection about identity and who you are. And this is the thing that's been grappling Ben Reilly for so long. And I like the fact that he's, it's a big gesture of him throwing away that disc that potentially, I mean, but at the end of the day, who cares? I mean, he's, no, you know what I mean? Like he is his own man, and
exactly.
he's got those memories, of course, which is a bit of a crutch, but at the end of the day, he's his own guy. So I think he's done the right thing. I mean, I reckon you wouldn't pursue it any further, really.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
And it gives us a nice splash page of him swinging away.
Very beautiful one as well. Again, thinking of screenshotting that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, very cool.
Nice Steve Butler splash page there.
And he's somehow seemed to have. I know it's kind of popped up gradually, but he's seemed to have inherited a '90s belt as well.
Yes, nice utility belt there. Yeah,
it's kind of come out of nowhere.
I mean, I'm assuming that's web cartridges on
Must
his
be
belt.
Extra cartridges.
But then he has pouches like on his ankles though too. Always.
Oh, he did. Yeah, those pouches on ankles, very practical.
maybe is that where the stingers are at? Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, exactly. He hasn't been using much of them. I'd like to see more of them. I wonder if I haven't read the whole Peter David run, which is really, I mean, geez, he's come far from what we're reading now to the way he's portrayed. But yeah, and so it's Kaine as well, of course.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get there one day. Yes, Clone Conspiracy, the Peter David run. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Then we see Raven and Connor Trevane getting their paperwork in order.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's gonna come to a head in Amazing 400.
Oh yeah, and there's that guy that we thought was Raven. Do we get his name yet?
No, I just
seems to be the commissioner or something, or
it's the
district. Sorry, the DA.
Oh, maybe It says at the district attorney's office. Yeah, so
not Foggy though.
Basically just a plot device.
Yeah. His whole existence is a plot device.
Oh yeah, because I don't know if we ever see this guy. Well, maybe during the trial. There's the trial. Oh, what did I say?
Oh. Maybe he's Kindred.
The trial.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't wonder what that's...
The trial of Peter Parker? We'll get there. Ooh.
Oh.
But yeah, no, then this issue ends with the third Parker sleeping I think still in that alleyway until three thugs, I guess, decide to rough him up for some reason, but...
No contest. No. The guy's even got a Moon Knight cestus. He's got the spiked knuckles.
Yes.
But even that doesn't even have a chance to use them.
Because he's like, there's this buzzing in my head, and basically takes him down. It's like two panels to take them down. Yeah.
I love it. It's so weird because Spider-Man's such a like an everyman hero, but I love also the fact that how easily he disposes of common criminals.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're talking about that inhuman instinct warned me, then I reacted instinctively. Oh, why?
What in God's name am I?
Oh, yeah. So what did you think of this arc, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, off the back of the previous episode that we've done, because it all kind of really kind of seamlessly carries across.
Yeah.
The big reveal of there being the third Peter Parker kind of thrown in the mix is pretty cool. A lot of this was action. I mean, in this issue alone, it was basically back and forth confrontations of Spider-Man and Kaine, Ben Reilly and the Jackal. So I enjoy my action. I think that's really cool. I also enjoyed seeing the Sienkiewicz and Sal Buscema art. No surprises there that I'm a big fan. So that kind of really laid it on for me as well. For this, I don't know. I'd give this a good. I'd give this a good B. I was about to say maybe a B again. I was thinking maybe a B plus. Maybe the art might punch it up to a B plus for me.
Oh yeah.
But having said that, I mean, we had Steve Butler and Mark Bagley art before as well, so they're no slouches. But no, it's up there around the B for me.
I mean, story wise, I think they did good considering this was like a time filler. But I like the art on both issues, but it just seemed. It's almost a little jarring just because the styles are so different. Both are good, but they just seem very different.
Yeah. I totally agree. I can imagine, can you imagine, when you pick this up, like on a monthly basis or whatever, and you got the, was it coming out? Oh, yeah. I was coming out per week, right? Because
it was kind of weekly because there was 4 books. Yeah.
Yeah. But that would be jarring. We were doing a reread of one after the other, but having that time, reading Spectacular first and then getting this one, you would have thought that the Spectacular one was a little bit of a black sheep, I'd imagine, out of everything else, because that's the least consistent out of all the titles so far. Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't know. I enjoyed it as well. The stuff with Aunt May, although it's kind of important, it's not overtaking any of the story. We're all here to see punchy. We're all here to see the Jackal and all that, and we're getting that, and I think that's really cool. So it's a fun romp. Of course, there are just the things are all over the place with, who's who really, who's the real Peter Parker. But I like how there's a little bit of a resolution here at the end with Ben Reilly, and as you say, kind of mirroring the beginning that when we saw with Peter Parker with getting the results and not bothering about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole MA thing that's going to come to a head. Yeah, an Amazing 400, and in our next episode of Scarlet Spider, which will be our big 100th episode. So,
oh yeah,
get live readings from us and a bunch of our friends, and even trying to talk a surprise or two into this. So I'm trying to get someone's podcast premiere to be in this reading. So, I don't want to give too much away, but we share a bed. So,
oh, cool.
I'm like,
nice.
I'm trying. I don't know if she's going to agree to it. I'm like, hey, wife, can you play my wife in this?
That'd be so cool. I can't wait.
She's always hesitant about this, and but I think my big thing is always like, well, Ray has his wife on sometimes. He has his woman on. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I reckon she'd love it. It's just a bit of fun, and I think it'll be great.
She said,
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
She said she'll think about it. Yeah.
Come on. You got to keep on.
Yeah, because if she doesn't do it, Lilith was going to be Mary Jane. But I was like, come on, you got to be Mary Jane. I want you to, come on, wife. I want you to play my wife. And then that way we make Lilith Aunt May.
Yeah. Can you get Lilith to maybe put the pressure on?
Oh, yeah. If she's probably listening to Lilith more than me. Yeah, yes.
Cool. No, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. So like I said, next Scarlet Spider will be our big 100th episode. If you're listening, we recorded this ahead of time just because time zones, people. But yes, if you're listening to this on the podcast, next episode will start November. So you know what we've been telling you November is going to be, right? Hobgobble Gobble month.
Gobble gobble. That's it.
The second annual, because last year scroll down, Ray, because we were talking about some of that stuff you're reading now last year.
Oh, okay.
Right. Especially that one you were talking about, the Amazing 289, with his face in the shadows and stuff. Yeah. But so that was the first year. This year, for the second year, we're going to cover the second Hobgoblin, Jason Macendale.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
With, awesome. Web of Spider-Man 38, and then, the Inferno issues of Spider-Man that Hobgoblin appeared. Just the Hobgoblin ones. Spectacular 146 and 147. Web of Spider-Man 47 and 48. And an Amazing Spider-Man 312. Oh, that is a good one. That Amazing, because it's Jason Macendale Hobgoblin versus Harry Osborn Green Goblin.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would actually barrack for. They're both pretty cool. So,
Yeah, both the second Goblins. Yes.
Yeah.
And then for the third week of that, we're going to be covering Web of Spider-Man 93 and 94. I wonder who guest stars in those.
Hey. Oh, I'll be tuning in intently.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get feedback for all of these, but yes, Spider-Man gets a nightly guest star to Battle Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I might have to leave like half-hour feedback.
Oh, Lil, he's giving you the big one. Oh yeah. Yes, because Jason Macendale was a mercenary. Who do you get to fight a mercenary? Another mercenary.
Yeah, that's so cool though. Like I like the connections between these mercs because there's a camaraderie between them, and there's a yeah.
And then of course, like I said, to round out November, we'll be covering Amazing Spider-Man 400. It's technically a Ben Reilly issue, but yes, it's also Ultimate Spider-Cast 100th episode.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Big milestone. Awesome stuff.
Live read. So you're going to hear a bunch of me, Ray, a bunch of our friends. Matt will be there. Lilith will be there. Like I said, I'm trying to talk someone else into this. Yes.
Yeah.
The narrator, Rob Southgate.
He's got the timbre in his voice for that. That's going to be good.
And a bunch of little Easter eggs. Yes.
Hey.
You hear a bunch of names, bunch of voices, some familiar, maybe some not. But yeah, I'm going to do a full credits at the beginning of the episode. So
cool. If
you can't recognize Ray's voice, I'll tell you who Ray is. Oh yeah, and then December we're doing our Sinister Sixmas.
Sinister Sixmas.
Yes.
Love the name. It's a close second to the Hobgobble Gobble. October, but yeah.
But then luckily in December there's 5 Tuesdays, so yes, we're going to do 3 weeks of Sinister Sixmas, followed by, of course, a Scarlet Spider episode. But then for the last week of the year, we're going to do our second annual Thwippy Awards.
Ooh.
So I was going to say, if you and Matt went in on this, yeah, we did it. We tried this last year and liked it. And Lilith and I just went through and said what we liked about the Spider-Man books for the year. Best writer, best artist, best storyline. I forget how many categories we had, but yeah. So if you went in on that, yeah, let me know.
It's obviously for the current Spidey stuff coming out.
Yeah, it'll be this year. It'll be for everything 2020. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I'm totally in for that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to get with Lilith and because we did a bunch of categories last year, and I'm trying to remember some of them. We were like, yeah, I don't know if we need that. So yeah. So stay tuned, people. I'll put that up on social media too.
Whatever categories you come in with, just throw it in.
I love it. You call out her drops, she calls out your drops.
Go ahead, throw it in.
And everyone calls out Matt Kona's drops.
Exactly.
Fuck it, Lilith.
I feel that you should get more on Will. I feel it's an orchard full of fruit, rich for the picking.
I know, especially since we do live reads every week. Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I'll put it in my navel.
The Quantum Zones Will all read, yes.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
That is my favorite. Even Lil's like, anytime you mention Quantum Zone, you have to play that one.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
Was that said in a normal conversation, or
no? That was from we did a live read. I think it was Quasar 46. That was
okay.
It was either that skull dude or the mummy. I remember they were fighting those antibodies. Yeah.
I was thinking, what context was Matt saying that to you guys? But yeah, a read that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a live read.
Oh man, reading. Do your live reads? a treasure trove of stuff. Jeez.
I know. Or even just mentioning the episodes later, you get stuff like...
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, yeah. So Matt couldn't be here this time because, again, we recorded this ahead. Matt's at work. So, yeah, follow Matt Kona at Matt Kona on Twitter and basically all social media.
At MATTKONA.
That's right.
See you later, bunkie. It's got to be longer. I need a full-length one.
I laugh every time I hear that. See you later, bunkie.
I know. That's it from another live read, too. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Kid Death. Matt
Kid
goes
Reaper.
Up
Yeah.
He goes up an extra octave for that. It's hilarious.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Yeah, sure. Oh, hang on. What did you give it? What did you give it?
Probably agree with your B. Because like I said, they did a lot with, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's like filler to kill time for between 400. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the art was really good on both, but they were just very contrasting art styles. Yeah. But for the most part, for what they had, for what they were trying to do, like I said, it was pretty good. So yeah, probably another B.
Okay, cool, excellent.
A nice round Scarlet Spider. Trying to do corner shoes rating. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, big beautiful spider.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I'm gonna have to steal corner shoes ratings. I'll try to come up with a Spider-Man one and save it for every week. Even tell Lilith this is what we're rating.
Oh yeah. I kind of would love it.
All right, so I gave you the schedule. Gave everyone. All right, so yes. So like I said, Hobgobble Gobble month starts next episode, and then next Scarlet Spider episode 100, the big live read. This is gonna be the biggest live read we've ever done with all these people.
It's cool.
Lots of editing.
I can't wait to see your StreamYard screen just populated with so many people.
Unfortunately, no, because like with you, I'm recording a bunch ahead of time because like. Yeah, because I already got one because it's like, some of the characters like Judas Traveler, like the third Parker, it's like 1 or 2 pages. So it's like.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's doing Traveler? I don't know. The big mustached villain? I don't know.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
Charlie.
I'm that kind of freak.
What was that?
I'm that kind of freak. I want a mammal. Like the penis. Give your wife something.
That's hilarious.
I know.
You should play more of those.
I know. Yeah, because him and Moz do a show at the end of the week. Well, they're covering Agent Carter right now, but yeah, there's always something in there, it seems like.
Sorry to make you listen to all this, Lilith.
That's an old one. All right. So, yes. So, send your thoughts on all this stuff coming up. Keep an eye. Well, all right. Well, email us on everything Spider-Man, Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And follow Ultimate Spider-Cast. Keep up to date on all of this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all of those, all the other Capes and Lunatics social media. Links to the YouTube. Go subscribe. You can see Ray's smiling face. Links to our Star Trek Patreon, merchandise, all of it, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer. Use the code Southgate for both of those for a discount. Yeah. I lost my place. Yes. Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer. Yes. Then go pick up Pod Life the book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback. And when you go to Amazon to get that and so much more, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this madness, this show, the network, and that man with the plan, Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain.
Yeah. Nice mustache, Charlie. You're weak sauce.
All right, Ray, where can people find you?
Yeah, sure. Well, I have a Twitter handle. There it is, at Ray Pod.
Ray.
Yeah, so just check it out there. Drop us a line. That I post stuff up. I retweet stuff. I chat about all the podcasts that I do. So, namely, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, the Last Sons of Krypton, it's a Superman podcast, and To Know Her is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast. Otherwise, just check those out. Quickly, I'll run them through at ITK Moon Knight, pretty easy, or at Spider-Woman Pod, or at LSK Podcast. But yeah, check out Ray Pod. I'll reply.
Nailed it.
Oh, that image I'm going to be working on, for when you send your feedback with all your many podcasts on it. Lil said, for Into the Night, she said, you should label it, make everything lowercase letters except for the, and make make the all capital.
Yeah, on the same page. Do it.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Oh my! So yes, we said at Matt Kona for Matt Kona. Mm-hmm. Check out the stand up master.
I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
All right, everyone. So lots of stuff coming. So tune back in next week. Hobgobble Gobble month. Lila's been chomping at the bit for this. She says, gimme. But until next time, swing on back.
See you later, bunkies.